This is going to be an in-depth review of Jasper AI. I'm going to cover all the major features and give you examples of the kinds of things you can create. I'm also going to cover pricing and even compare it to free solutions like ChatGPT. At the end of this video, you're definitely going to know if Jasper AI is the right tool for your business. Let's get into it. Hey, this is Kevin from Solopreneur, and on this channel, I show you the best tools and strategies you can use to create and grow a passive income business online. The AI revolution is here, and if you're not using an AI assistant to help you create content in your business right now, then you're simply not going to be able to keep up. Jasper is one of the most popular AI assistants that's been around for a little while now, and in this video, I'm going to help you determine if it's the right tool for you. This is going to be an in-depth review, and I'm going to be covering everything. So if there's a specific section you're interested in, click the timestamps down below to jump to that section. So firstly, what exactly is Jasper? Well, Jasper is an AI assistant that can pretty much write anything you need in your business with just a few prompts. So it can write website pages, it can improve content, do company bios, it can improve SEO, it can do social media posts, emails, blogs, ads, effectively anything you can think of. And to do this, Jasper uses a few different AI and machine learning algorithms like GPT-4, Bloom, NeoX, T5, and a number of other ones. But let's jump into Jasper and I'll show you how it all works. So here we are in the Jasper backend, and basically there are two ways that you can create content. The first way is using this intuitive chat interface, and it's really like just speaking to your own AI assistant. So let's do an example. Say that we are a fitness coach and we want to write a simple blog post. Say the blog post is, write me a blog post sharing 5 tips to stay consistent in the gym. A really simple example here I'm giving you. Now, what's really cool about Jasper is that it can actually enhance your prompts. So Jasper can help you give it better instructions, which is really cool. You could just hit send, but this enhanced prompt option is really cool. So when you do that, what happens is it gives you even better instructions. Act as a blogger, develop a blog that shares consistent in the gym, right? It's giving itself more instructions. Most of the time I just hit go because 99% of the time it made what I said even better. And so boom, it has just written us a blog post with 5 tips to do it just like we told them. And that's exactly how easy it is. You could have said some other things like, make my call to action to sign up for my free coaching program or anything. You can give it so many more details and it would have incorporated that into the post, but I'm giving you a simple example. Now, just to show you what else you can do, let's say we wanted to do the same thing, but this time we wanted a 1-minute TikTok script. Then you could just say that instead and then hit send. And there you go. It's writing out the entire scene, the entire script. And likewise, you could have done the same for a Google ad, for an email, or really anything you want. So you would just simply give Jasper the instructions and it will write it for you. So that is the first way to use Jasper, and that really is how easy it is. Now, if you really like this output, you can also go open in document, and then rather than having to sort of copy and paste, kind of having this huge chat window, you can organize it in a document. And so it just keeps things really much cleaner if you'd like. Now, I'm going to quickly show you the second way you can create content. So you can simply go to create new content and you could go new from template. And then you can either use a template here or you can use a workflow. Let's start with a workflow. Let's click on workflow and let's say we want to write a blog post. So we can go to blog post here, and what these workflows do is they walk you through the steps and they help you get a lot more refined. If you're a person that likes a more structured approach, you can use this method, and that'll help you maybe refine it a bit more if you want. So you can add some context. So let's just say I am an online fitness coach. So Jasper now knows about you. You could also add like where you live and what you do and so many more things about you, and if you're like a CrossFit coach or whatever it is, and Jasper will then incorporate that into what it writes. And so blog post titles. So right now it's just walking you through 5 tips to stay consistent in the gym. Let's say your audience is something interesting, teens, and then your tone of voice, let's say you want to be witty, and you go generate. And then what it'll do very simply is add this, right? And you can see here, it's just incorporating what you said. And so then the next thing you do is you've just written the intro paragraph and now you want the outline. You just hit generate and you can include that outline and then it'll generate each of the paragraphs for you and so on and so forth. So in this method, it's actually just writing it step by step for you. Here's the title, here's the this, here's the that, and it's helping you generate it alongside with it. You can make modifications to how it's writing. So if you really want to customize things a lot more, here's where you can do it and you can really customize each paragraph rather than just saying, write it for me in one go. So again, depending on how specific what you're writing is, then you can use both. Now that's how you create content with workflows, but another way of doing it is to use templates. So you can go into a blank document and then you can go to the power mode and you can see that there are a bunch of templates here. So you could have done it the same way with the templates. So for example, let's say you want a blog post topic idea, then you could maybe have your product description say a 6-week coaching program online. You can give it way more details than that. 6-week fitness coaching program online that helps you lose 20 pounds or more. Let's just say that's what the product is and your thing is called Fast Fit. Let's say your name of your company is, your audience is new moms, and then you can just go generate and you can see, boom, right there, achieve your fitness a lot with Fast Fit 6-week coaching program for new moms. You can see right there, you can see what it's done. And then it will just paste that for you. And if you just hit continue writing, it'll just start writing the blog post for you. And you can just keep going, continue writing, and it'll do that. And it'll just keep writing. Or you can use some of the templates here. So really, there are a lot of different ways to create content with Jasper that guides you throughout the process like this. Or if you don't like any of that and you just want to talk to it like a person and you don't want to have to know what the functions are in Jasper and you just want it to do all of that, then you can just use the chat function. So you really don't need to know anything special or even how Jasper works in order to use the chat function, which is pretty cool. Now, Jasper can not only write things for you, it can also create custom art for you. So if you go to create new content, go to new art, then you can actually get Jasper to create something. So for example, let's say you want a car wash. I don't know, I'm just making something up. A car wash on the moon. I don't know, let's just make something crazy up. And let's say we want it to be in the style of Picasso. And then I've never even tried this particular query before, so let's see what happens. And you give it a few seconds and boom, there you go. There's a car wash on the moon. It's actually pretty cool. So that was just something fun I came up with, but I wanted to show you just how crazy it can be. And so with Jasper, you can not only get the content written for you, you can actually get some really cool images made for you to go with your content. And I actually have in-depth tutorials for the art function, ads, social media, video scripts, and so on, linked down below. So I went through this quickly, but if you want a more in-depth tutorial for how to do those functions, check the links in the description down below. Now, one other feature I absolutely love about Jasper is its Chrome extension. Using the Chrome extension, you can use Jasper anywhere, and it can do some pretty amazing things. So for example, let's say here you are in your Gmail. Let's say you want to go to dinner with your wife or your significant other or whatever. Dinner plans. Write me an email to my wife, Louisa, suggesting where to go for dinner on Saturday night in Toronto. So here I am personalizing it by telling Jasper who my wife is. I'm telling it a specific day, I'm telling it about dinner, and I'm telling it where I am. Notice I haven't even given it the names of any restaurants or anything. So let's see if Jasper is smart enough to do the research and figure this out for me. And so it would go run command with Jasper. There you go. And so it suggested all of these restaurants for me. It's looked them up, it's found them, and it suggested it, and it wrote the email. So you can use this anywhere you write, and it can even help you in your personal life. I joke, but seriously, it's pretty cool. Like when you're writing anything, if you're using it in Google Docs or anywhere, this can really help speed up your workflows. I use it a lot in emails. If you want to rewrite something to make it a lot more concise, or you want to make it a little bit more professional, you can use it. But the Chrome extension, you can get it for free once you get Jasper from the Chrome store, and it is really, really cool. Also, one other thing about the Chrome extension, it even has templates in here. So those same templates, you can go in there and you can grab some templates. Let's say you want some persuasive bullet points in case you really want to go to one of these restaurants, you really want to convince your wife. So that's the Chrome extension, really cool feature in Jasper. Now, another amazing feature Jasper has is the campaigns function. So using the campaigns function, you'll be able to create everything in just one prompt. So I've set up an example here. Let's say that we are selling a Shopify course. So you just simply tell Jasper about what you're selling. So I'm selling an online course that teaches you how to start a Shopify store and make your first sale in 30 days. Name of the course is First Sale 30. This is a step-by-step course that walks you through everything. The course also comes with a free Shopify theme. You get access to my Facebook support group. The course costs $199 for lifetime access. And you can just keep on giving it more information. You're basically just telling it what your course or your product or your offering is about, and then you simply go select content and say what you want. Say you want a blog post, you want a newsletter, say you want a landing page, say you actually want a text message, maybe a TikTok script, some tweets, LinkedIn, let's even go with a FAQ, and then you just hit generate campaign, and it's absolutely crazy. In a few seconds, Jasper just makes all of that for you based on the information you gave it. And so as we can see, it just wrote all of it. Let's preview some of these. So here you can see it's written an entire blog post for us. You can see all the sections. What does the course include? How much does it cost? So Jasper is very smart. It's making assumptions about what you should include based on all of the marketing and product and sales data it's been fed. So it knows what would be compelling for sales and marketing copy. That's how it's able to make these assumptions. I mean, let's check out the FAQ. How could it have an FAQ? You didn't even give it the questions. But again, Jasper is smart. It knows what is the First Sale in 30 course about, what's included in the course. So you can see it knows the kinds of questions people would even ask, and it's written this for you. Tweet ideas. You can see how many tweets. It even does hashtag research for you, and so on. I won't go through all of them, but it's literally just written all of this for you. I'll do the landing page because this is one of the most impressive ones, right? Writing web pages is hard. And so it's telling you the meta tag, the meta description. So that's for SEO purposes. You can see all of the sections, and there you go. So it's written all of this for you. And of course you want to come in here and make some small modifications, but that is a tremendous amount of time savings. Now, another really cool feature Jasper has is it can actually sound like you. So when you're using an AI assistant, one of the challenges, of course, is that it might sound really generic and it might not sound like you. Yes, you can say be witty, be suspenseful, be professional, but it still might not sound like you. Well, Jasper has a solution for this. Jasper can actually analyze anything you've written and then make a voice profile, a branded voice profile for you. So here's how that works. So you simply just give Jasper a link to something you've written, like this web page that I've written there. It has a lot of text on it, as you can see. You let Jasper analyze it. It detects your tone, and it gives you a kind of a summary of what it thinks your brand voice sounds like. Sounds pretty much right. So that would be Solopreneur Kevin. You hit create voice, and now you can use that voice anywhere you write, and Jasper will use your voice when crafting anything it's writing. Now, another big gap with AI is that while it has a lot of generalized information, it definitely won't have your specific information. So it doesn't know about your specific products, maybe your specific niche, or the very specific way you approach things about you as an individual. Well, Jasper has a solution for that too. Jasper has a knowledge base, and you can actually train Jasper on all of these things. So for example, you can see I just copied and pasted from a bio I had somewhere, and I've told it about me, Kevin. Likewise, you can tell it about product information, people, the audience, maybe a team, anything, and then it will incorporate that. So let me show you how that's used. So say for example, we want to write a tweet, and we could go in here and we could select about Kevin, apply to chat, and you could just say something like, let's do an email, write me an email. And it already know it's about Kevin, and now because it has my background info, it's gonna write about Kevin. So I gave you a really simple example there, but if you wanted to upload your product information and whatnot, then it would just reference that when writing. So that is a really cool feature that Jasper has that a lot of general AI solutions wouldn't have. Now, no review of Jasper would be complete without talking about ChatGPT. So unless you've been living under a rock, ChatGPT has taken the world by storm, and it's currently free. So the GPT 3.5 model is free and the GPT-4 model is $20. Now, for the sake of this comparison, I'm going to assume that you're just wondering, like a lot of people, why would I want to pay for an AI tool when I can just use ChatGPT for free? Now, GPT-4 is better than GPT 3.5. Jasper claims to use GPT-4 if you go to their documentation, but they're also not very clear about which version of GPT they use. Take that with a grain of salt, but for this comparison, I'm just going to be talking about GPT 3.5, the free version of ChatGPT, versus Jasper, which has a free trial, but it is paid. So essentially, most people are like, well, why would I want to use Jasper when ChatGPT is free? Well, let me talk to you about the differences. The main difference between ChatGPT and Jasper is the application. So ChatGPT is a general chat bot, so it can help you with all kinds of things, but it isn't particularly trained on, say, business use cases like Jasper is. Yes, it can write blog posts. Yes, it can write ads and scripts and all of those things, but there is a nuanced difference in that Jasper sort of has been trained more in those use cases. But more practically, you're going to get the exact same outputs. If I said, write me a blog post about how to stay consistent on the keto diet. Like if I said this to ChatGPT, and if I said this to Jasper, you would get the same output. So you can see here, it's done this, and you can see that it's given us 10. Now with Jasper, if I did the exact same thing, basically done the exact same thing. So I see a lot of people comparing the outputs, and honestly, it's not that relevant. It's always going to be circumstantial which one's going to be better. Now with Jasper, you can do this though. You can get it to enhance your prompts. Also, you'll notice that it cites references. And so that there alone is one advantage Jasper has, and it really sums up what the differences are. So with Jasper, it's just got a lot more of the supporting functions. So for example, with ChatGPT, if I want to bring this into a document, right, I have to copy this and paste it somewhere. Not a big deal. But with Jasper, I can actually just open this in a document and I can continue using the AI. Like I could go in here and I can give Jasper more commands to change the tone of this. I can go in here and I can add context. I can change the tone of voice. I can change the keywords. So basically, it's just got a lot more built around the interface. In ChatGPT, you could go in here and manually do those things if you know. You could say, make the tone of voice more casual and do this and do that, right? It's a lot more like manual programming in a sense, but Jasper has all of that built in. So to recap that, Jasper has the documents, Jasper has sort of the interface advantage here in that it has all of these things around it that can make your outputs a little bit easier to get to and to organize. Now, another big difference between ChatGPT and Jasper is how up-to-date the information is. So for example, let's say I told ChatGPT, give me the 5 hottest real estate trends in 2023 in the United States. And you can see here that their knowledge only goes up to September of 2021. In contrast, if I said that exact same thing to Jasper, there you go. It's actually sourcing things and researching it and writing it. So Jasper actually has access to up-to-date information when ChatGPT doesn't. This is probably one of the biggest differences between the two. And there are a lot of other differences. For example, ChatGPT, because it's a general AI, it can actually write code if that's important to you, whereas Jasper can't, but Jasper can create images, whereas ChatGPT can't. And Jasper has that Chrome extension, which is made by Jasper. ChatGPT does have some third-party Chrome extensions, so technically you could maybe get something similar, but it's not made by OpenAI. Now, the other thing, as I showed you as well, is that Jasper has all of these templates and workflows to help you create content, whereas with ChatGPT, you would just have to know what to type in order to do that. You could get to the same outputs or similar outputs, but it just puts a lot more on the user. But ultimately, here's what it comes down to. If you're just dabbling with AI and you don't use it very frequently at all, then you could probably just get by with ChatGPT. It's free. But if you're using AI constantly in your business and you're writing a whole bunch of content, then Jasper for $39 or $49 a month really isn't anything if you compare that to a personal assistant. The time savings and everything, it's actually negligible that it costs that. It's not like this is $400 a month or something. So if you're using it all the time and you value all the marketing features that come with it, then Jasper's the way to go. That's what I would say. And on that note, let's jump into Jasper's pricing. So Jasper's pricing is pretty straightforward. You can either do monthly or yearly. You do yearly, you save 20%, and they have two plans. So let's do monthly just for example purposes. So the creator plan is basically if you create content by yourself, you get one seat, you get one brand voice, and you can do 50 knowledge assets and 50 plus templates, SEO, all of this stuff you always get. Now, the only difference with the teams plan is you get 3 users, you get 3 brand voices and more knowledge assets. So basically, if you have other people you work with and a few brands or products that are very different in terms of their branding attached to them, then the teams plan makes sense. If not, the individual creator plan makes sense. So very straightforward. There are other solutions out there that still charge you by the words. And so if you actually go up in words, you'll see they're about the same price. But Jasper is all in pricing. You don't have to worry about the number of words. So again, if you are going to use Jasper a lot, then it's worth it. That's what I always tell someone. But if you're using this to generate like 2 blog posts a month or something, don't use Jasper. Just use ChatGPT or one of these other programs that are a little bit cheaper, but they limit the amount you can use them, right? So again, it all just comes down to how invested you are in AI and how much it helps with your existing content workflow. But the very best way for you to figure out if Jasper is going to work for you is to simply do a 7-day free trial. So just click the link in the description and you can get access to that and you can give it a shot. You can try making some of the things I showed you. You can even try it against ChatGPT or any other platform and see if you like the outputs and the workflows, how easy it is to make content and keep things organized. So we just covered a whole lot on Jasper, and at this point I'm hoping that you have a much better idea of whether it's right for you. And again, I encourage you to grab that trial and check it out for yourself. Now, if you want more in-depth tutorials for anything I covered, check the links in the description down below, as I do have a lot more tutorials going very deep into specific features like ads and social and video scripts and the art functionality. And I also have a ton more tools and strategies you can use to grow your business on my channel. So make sure you subscribe and check out the channel for those videos. If you found this video helpful, please give me a like. It really does help me out. It takes a ton of time for me to put these videos together, and your likes go a long way in motivating me to keep making content like this for you. Thank you for watching, and now go check out the channel and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.